be yarn chicken. I have this much yarn left of the Premier Basics, so it's definitely enough to sew up the ends or the sleeves and all that. Sew everything in. That's what it's enough. I don't have to go to Michael's, which is great because it's thundering and lightning outside, and little buddy down here hates that weather. He's been living in Florida for the past, how long have we been living here, bud? 7 years? We've been here since end of 2017. No, wait, end of 2016, early 2017. I've lived in Florida most of my life. I've only moved out of the state for college and drum corps purposes. There was a 3-month stunt where I lived in Dallas to help my aunt out with her little business. I don't even think they had the business anymore, but she had a little donut shop up in Dallas, which for some reason in Texas, they love their donut shops. I don't know, but I am done with this. I'm going to continue watching View from the Cheap Seats, talk about Halloween Horror Nights. If you are also watching my crafting videos and into Halloween Horror Nights, so far we have had officially announced the Fallout house and the Jason house, and technically the FNAF house. It wasn't ready to be announced, but it happened because Blumhouse had a thing out in Mexico and they just blurted it out. So I don't know when the next house announcement will be. Yeah, we're going to finish this video. Then we're going to start bleaching our hair. Oh, by the way, hi. Usually I announce hello. It is 3:18 on Friday. I usually do that first, but I just finished editing 2 videos. Yesterday I finished 1 video, and then today I just finished, and then I forgot to say hi. So hi. Bleaching my hair. Then while the hair is bleaching, we'll work on sewing up this. This will be the last one I make for this series, this round. I don't know if I want to post it on Etsy or Ko-fi at this point because I kind of want to do a drop. But also, I don't know if I'm ready for a drop. I kind of want to, maybe I can wait till July because, they have Christmas in July, but also a lot of, so July starts the third quarter. No, the second quarter. No, the third quarter. Hello? What month? Yeah, it's the third quarter. So July, August, September, and then October, November, December. So it's kind of like how businesses work. I used to be in a business role. I do not like that life, but I learned a lot during that and how the big companies work, kind of, in a way. I saw patterns. And each quarter they'll release. So one of the reasons why all the Halloween merch comes out in July, not only because it's the next month or it's the next holiday after 4th of July, but also you can lump, because October generally it's last minute shopping. The crafters, the decorators, the people who make it their lifestyle, we tend to try to purchase early so we can craft before Halloween hits. And then when October hits, then we have all that stuff to put out. That's why it comes out in July. It's because it's the beginning of the quarter. So I think maybe I will do a drop on, for sure, Ko-fi. Well, I can't say for sure. If I do a drop, I'll do Ko-fi for sure. And possibly I will be doing sorry if that hurt your ears. I won't do that again. Possibly doing Etsy. I'm scared of the shipping process and the shipping labels and all that jazz. But I want to ready myself, I want to be better about it. I want to be good for it. I want to make this channel that I made. And so I restarted this because when I first started YouTube, I started YouTube way back in the day. Don't bother looking for it. I think I privated all of it, but way back in the day, and also it was a different username that's not affiliated with me at all at this point. But I started YouTube way back in 2008, I want to say. And one of the videos, I remember I remember doing collab videos, and that's really cute. I want to get back into that. I think that would be super cute if I could collab with other people. That would be so stinking cute. But that's besides the point. I started YouTube way back in like '08, trying to be like one of those funny channels. And then I tried to do like a makeup channel. And then I tried to do a vlog channel. And then I stopped doing it because I wanted to focus on school, because that was the right thing to do. And like, I will say that my personality back then was extremely unlikable. I will admit to being a bigot. Y'all can't come for me and cancel me in the future, because I am admitting to this, and I am disgusted with the person I was when I was in, like, before I turned like 25. Like, I just wasn't a good person, and I will fully admit that I was not a good person. And I understand if people don't forgive me for who I was back then. It's not okay with the person I was. Complete bigot. I had a lot of microaggressions in me, and I don't agree with the person I was back then. But that's all besides the point. I stopped working on like social media stuff because like I've always wanted it, to be honest, but like not now that I'm older, I'm just like, I'm just doing this for fun. This is just something to help me stay accountable. But anyways, going back to the story, but hi, by the way, I have ADHD and I can't stick to a story. And this is why I don't talk on my TikTok videos or my shorts or anything. This is why this is here. This is why I vlog here, is because I can't stick to a story. I'm AuDHD, super AuDHD. So yeah, if you're here for somebody who can actually storytell and keep on subject, this ain't it, chief. So going back, I paused social media stuff for college. Then after college, like I still didn't pick it back up. I tried kind of with like vintage-ish things, because like I got into, what was it? Disney has Dapper Day. And I realized how much I loved the vintage clothing community, or not clothing, but vintage style. I loved specifically 1940s. And so like I kind of tried to pick it back up during, like, prior to COVID. And I was doing like really fun things, going to Disney, going to like really fun sites, doing travel while wearing vintage. And I thought that was fun. And then COVID hit and I obviously couldn't travel. So once COVID like came back, like, it's still around. Like, don't get me wrong, COVID is still around and we should still be taking it seriously. But like whenever things started opening back up, then I reopened this channel. Well, I started this channel because during the time everything was shut down, I had a lot of thinking to do, a lot of burnout to run through, a lot of like research I could have done. And I kind of tried to do like a vintage style vlog thing. That did not work out because I ended up talking a lot about like home things and I wasn't really too okay with it. Like, now I don't care. Like, I'm me. This is who I am. I can't really help who I am. I can't help the life experiences that I've had. So I do talk about them often because I just feel like having somebody talk about their life experiences and being able to relate to that life experience makes people feel less alone. And that's why I do it. But back then, like, I just didn't feel comfortable because my parents were also watching my channel and they scolded me for talking about it. But like, also, they were one of my oppressors. So, but I started doing that. And then I started doing, what else? What did I start doing? Shortly after that, I realized I really didn't like that style of at home vlogging, doing my hair and talking to the camera, because I really didn't have much to talk about, because at that time I wasn't creative. I was just working hard to become a manager and continue working up the corporate ladder. That's not who I am anymore. I am not that person. You have to have no empathy to be that type of person. And I have a lot of empathy. I cry a lot. I feel for other people a lot. And I just don't, there's a lot of things in the world that's happening right now that I don't agree with. So I paused again for a little bit, tried to do like a music channel where I talked about like music history and all that, which I do have a lot of knowledge in my noggin about music history. It was prior to being diagnosed with ADHD. I didn't realize why it was so hard for me to stay on topic with the music history channel. I did so much stinking research and it just disappointed me that I couldn't keep on like, you guys see me a lot better now, huh? But it really disappointed me that I couldn't stay on topic whenever I was doing like research things and doing like talking about the points and like everything that goes with music history channels and like or just history channels in general where you want to stick to a topic and then chronologically go through it. I can't do that. My brain freaks out and says, nope, nope, we want to talk about this thing over here. So I paused again for a little bit and then things started reopening. And once things started reopening, I tried to do like more travel stuff because like I was already doing that with my photos because I was on Instagram for a little bit. My Instagram never took off, by the way. One of the things is like I use my Instagram as a personal account and then also as a trying to make myself grow into social media account, which I should have just made a separate account for that. I may or may not do it again. I don't know. I'm not too privy on Instagram. I don't like AI being utilized for everything. And it's not like, I don't know. It's a lot of drama and chronically online stuff that I just don't agree with. And whatever, skipping over that. I was already doing like travel stuff, Disney, Universal stuff with my Instagram with photos. So I just kind of tried to translate it into video vlogging because I saw a lot of other people vlogging. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. Tried it out. Not really for me. I don't like being out there all the time. I don't like talking to a camera in public. I don't like, I don't know. There's a negative aura about a lot of like travel YouTubers, especially theme park influencers. And I'm not trying to influence people to be at the theme park. That's just not for me. I like the theme parks and I kind of wanted to make it my safe space. And I didn't like, it's not really a safe space, but it's one of those like, it's a comfortable space. It's a relaxing space. And I didn't want to make it into like a job, you know? So I stopped doing that and I put down the camera for months, years. And like I did TikTok for a while. And that's probably where a lot of my followers are coming from, are from TikTok. It's, I don't know. I don't feel like I have a personality to be talking, but why did I even talk about this? Oh, because I came back to YouTube. That's why I came back to YouTube. I don't remember what drew me back to it, but it was mostly to just like get some extra aggression out, I guess. I don't talk on my TikToks. I've already mentioned this. I don't talk on TikTok. I don't talk on Shorts. I don't talk on Redbook because I just can't stick to a topic. And I just don't like hearing my voice too often. A lot of times, call me, I guess, narcissistic. I don't know. I don't think I'm narcissistic. Maybe I have tendencies because I kind of grew up in a narcissistic household, but I like to go back on my videos and listen to the music on my videos. And sometimes, so I'll do talking videos on TikTok, but it's friends only. So sometimes if I am like trying to listen to music again and again, because like one of the reasons why I post TikToks is because there's like a certain point, like portion of a song that I just want to hear over and over and over again. And I'll just put that over a fashion video and I just will listen to it over and over and over and over again because that's just the way my brain works because I am a music autistic. And I don't know, it's one of those, if I'm scrolling through my TikToks just to remember the music I was listening to or the music I edited to, I don't want my sound, my voice in there, so I'll like private the video. Like if you're a mutual and you notice that some of my videos go private after you've already watched it, which you probably don't, but like if that is the case, that's why that's happening, just saying. But anyways, I started doing YouTube because I am verbal. I'm not nonverbal, although I do a lot of times have low verbal days. I just wanted something to help keep me accountable and somewhere that I could just talk. And that's what you guys are here for. Thank you for listening to me talk and go through my history of wanting to become a YouTuber. At this point, I don't want to become like a super ultra famous YouTuber. I'm not looking to become like make money off of YouTube. I'm not looking to just find fame. What I'm looking for in YouTube is to be held accountable, to get stuff done, to help me find more inspiration, that's basically why I post. So, anyways, let me finish this view from the cheap seats video, and then we'll get to the bleaching. I probably won't make you guys suffer through that because I've already talked enough. We're already at 15 and a half minutes. Y'all, this video is probably going to be long too, like all of my videos, but I'm here for body doubling. That's what we're here for. Jump scare. So I was thinking about doing a fun little video where I used Poppy's Bleach Bond Baby and TikTok, and that audio doesn't have the actual important chorus. So I might actually do a video using that song eventually, but it's a good song. Like, I loved Poppy's old stuff. There was a lot of drama going around Poppy. I love her current like transition into metal music. Honestly, I feel it. I'm so here for it. If you know anything about like the Tumblr girlies into metal, like, I'm part of that community. So like I think it just makes sense. So anyways, we're going to sit for another 25 minutes probably and work on sewing stuff up.
And the bottom, I mean, it has everything that you need. It's color coded. It also has the number of the colors, so you can find that on the little pieces of yarn down here. I'm gonna really boost my confidence. Start here, get these tiny pieces done. This must be really small. I don't know, I didn't even look at the size.
Here's done. I kind of want my swoop to go in tomorrow, so I'm kind of hoping that this works. We'll see. By the way, Grace Face Creates made a video about Ami sticks. Definitely watch their video because I was literally just talking about this. She literally posted, I forgot to list chopsticks as a possible option. So yeah, I was about to go comment that. That's my way of doing Ami sticks, is using chopsticks because it's so cheap. It's like simple. It's free. Yeah. But definitely watch that video because if you're into plushie making, which I don't know how many of y'all are, I'm not. Sometimes I will, but it's like not my forte. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but watch that video. Bruh, this is the squeakiest yarn. I can't stand it. I want to quit using it so bad. So I'm working on the bralette again. I just gave up on the other whip. This one, the sleeves, whatever. I'm bored of it. So I came back to this so I can like try to figure out what I want to do. So right now it's too wide down here. And because it's too wide, I am doing my natural little trick of doing the front post bobble stitch. No, front post puff stitch. It's the front post puff stitch. So I'm doing that trick, that little motif that I do on like all of my clothes, because I'm just going to make a belt or a tie or whatever. And I think that's the way I'm going to solve that problem. But if I have to give up on this real quick because the squeakiness is like killing me. I'm talking loud enough that I can't hear it, so but I can feel it and it feels awful, let me tell you. No mic because I'm running really late, but here's my dress, here's my shoes. Oh, I'm sorry I'm running late. I'll probably update later. I'm so sorry. I do have a short coming out. I will make a short, I promise. I, in fact, did not have a video of my outfit for shorts. It's on TikTok, though. It's a very short video, and I have it in the, I don't know. I have a short of going to the castle, so if you want to see that outfit, it's there. But hi, I'm back, and that was incredible. That was such a fun night. I did not expect to have that much fun. I did drink a little bit too much, and that's something I don't enjoy so much, but I did have a ton of fun. I got to meet some cool people. I tried to make friends. I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying. Look, I'm trying. But it was an incredible night. The music was phenomenal, of course. One of my managers, I had my hair done for yesterday, right? And one of my managers was like, "Oh, what's the occasion? What are you doing?" And I told him that we were going to a vampire ball. He's like, "I've never even heard of a vampire ball. Where is it?" I'm like, "Ybor." And he's like, "Where's Ybor?" For those that aren't from Florida or aren't Florida natives, Ybor is a city in Tampa that, well, I would say it was like original Tampa for the most part. It's inland, but it's like one of the more major historical cities that we have down here. There was a time and place way back in the day. There was time. Sorry, I just remembered. There was a time and place, or time way back in the day where everybody in that area spoke three languages because it's a huge port city, and it's such a historical city that they have protected animals. My sister-in-law, she was the one that drove, and she's like, am I just seeing things, or are there chickens in that McDonald's parking lot? You're not seeing things. Roosters are allowed, or roosters and chickens are allowed to freely roam in Tampa, or Ybor rather. I don't remember if they're a protected species per se, but they freely roam. That's just a Ybor thing. I don't remember what exactly allows them to roam so freely, but you'll see them everywhere, and it's like it's so much fun. I love it so much. So there were two ballrooms, and the one upstairs was very, very, very loud. I'm so, so grateful. I brought earplugs. I bought two sets. I didn't think about bringing more, but I brought two sets because I know me. I'm prepared for my meltdowns. And one of the things I do to prepare for my meltdowns is bring earplugs because I have auditory sensories. And it came in so handy. My voice is so hoarse right now because we had to do a lot of shouting because it was so freaking loud. We couldn't hear anything. We had to be like right next to each other's ears to talk. And I feel like I kind of gave the wrong impression to somebody. And I feel bad for that. I have my ring on. I'm married. So please, if you see me at a club, please don't hit on me. I'm not trying to get with people. I'm just trying to make friends and get to know the community more. But yeah, I'm speechless with how much fun I had. Like I said, I drank way too much alcohol. I've been drinking water all day, all morning. I woke up super early because, like, after I drink, I wake up really early in the morning, and then like my stomach hurts really bad, and it's hard for me to go back to sleep. But I woke up and I was starving because my dinner last night was Nutty Buddies and Angry Balls. But I can't wait to go again. I had an incredible time. I do definitely want to make a whole costume because there was a costume contest as well. I want to make a costume. I had so much fun dancing. I actually ended up dancing. I think next time I'll bring medication with me because I don't want to drink as much as I did. It kind of makes me feel awful if I drink that much. So I'm going to try not to drink that much next time. I'm very excited for the future because like after doing this, I feel so much more confident to go to shows, and hopefully I'll go to local goth shows or something like that. But incredible. So also, I forgot to mention this, but I am a southerner. I've been in Florida the majority of my life. The only times I've lived outside of the state, I've mentioned this before, it was 3 months in Boston or Dartmouth and then 3 months in Dallas. It doesn't really count. Oh, and then the 3 years in Arkansas doesn't really count, I feel like, because I'm 33 years old and those are just little tiny blips of my life. So as a southerner, when something like really pleases you, I don't know, it's an old southern thing, but like you can't hear it because like I don't have like the dexterity, but like you would snap your finger and be like, yeah. And I kept on doing that, and like I felt weird doing it, but like also I feel like I'm showing my true colors here because I am a native Floridian for the most part. I came over here when I was 4 months old. My grandparents were already living here, so yeah, my father had already been living here, and then he got deployed, and then all that jazz. But yeah, okay, I gotta stop talking about how much fun I had because I'm not gonna go to work if I don't.
We're gonna go this week, but we are going to Home Goods, Marshalls, Hybrid right now. And then we're gonna cruise over to Michael's and see what they're putting out. Because I keep seeing all of these videos of everyone's Michael's is putting out Halloween.
Hi, good morning. It is, what day is it? It's Monday, and I'm working on another beret. Of course, using the other Herrschner's yarn that I got, the Witch's Brew. So I was working on this in the queue for the vampire ball. I got about 6 rounds in before the line started moving. And I'm not gonna lie, it was so good to have it in the queue. I get really socially awkward and anxious, and I hate staring at my phone, especially nowadays when I'm trying to like kind of break free from my phone. My phone is like, I don't know, I'm so tired of doom scrolling every 2 seconds. I'm so tired of staring at my phone. I'm so tired of the phone. I want to break away from it and like continue creating and continue like not rotting my brain. So this helped a lot. Nobody came up to me and asked any questions. I was able to have a conversation with the people I was with. It was wonderful. So, anyways, the reason why I got on here is because I wanted to let you guys know that I'm getting pretty serious about starting to sell my berets. I have way, way too many. I need to get rid of them. I want to do a merch drop. I'm so like I don't have space. I it's quite literally a fire hazard and I just need to get everything out. So I'm working on it. I'm looking at a mannequin canvas head. So they're not called busts. I thought they were. I guess bust is specifically like the ones that show the top part. I don't want one of those. That seems too heavy. So they have a poly canvas block head, and this one that I'm looking at is 19 bucks ish, and it's for drying, styling wigs, table clamps. It comes with T-pins, and it comes with a little stand on it. I think that's a stand. Not quite sure. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a stand. I don't know what you adjust it or clamp it. Maybe you can clamp it onto a table or something. I may or may not do that. At this point, I'm not looking into wig making. I have considered it though. As somebody who does a bunch of vintage hairstyles, a lot of people don't have vintage hair. And on top of that, I really want pastel hair again. The problem is I work at a company that does not allow that. This is a little much. I probably would have gotten in trouble for this maybe 4 years ago. They've lightened up the rules recently. Within the past 5-10 years, they've lightened up the rules. This is a lot for a lot of people. Anyways, I want to get this canvas head so that I can pin things into it. I think it would be very beneficial for me as somebody who often goes to hair styling or like hair accessories. I think it'd be beneficial. So I'm going to use my last bit of allowance for this month, I think, because I didn't buy fabric this month. I think what I want to do moving on, every month, I will allow myself one order of yarn, one order of fabric, max, and I have to really, really, really know what I want with it. One of the things that I want for sure is to make the Fallout costume. So next month, I'm going to purchase the fabric. I think maybe I'll switch on and off. It really depends because, like, I know Hobie is most likely going to sell their or start doing their Halloween drops next month. And I really want to get at least 3 skeins of the Dahlia yarn. I don't remember what the colorway was called, but that's expensive yarn. It's 23 bucks a pop. So I think I might do every other month. I'll do another, like, one hobby thing. This mannequin head is going to not be considered hobby. It's going to be considered business because I really want to get serious about this. I really want to get rid of the inventory in my closet. I really I'm just tired of looking at everything. Ooh, let me open up this bag since we're here. Oh, by the way, I would say that this yarn doesn't count because I bought it 2 months ago and it only just now came in because they just came back in stock. So what I want to say is this yarn that came in this bag is what I got for this month for projects wise. That way next month I 100% for sure buy my Fallout cosplay stuff and nothing else. So let's open this up real quick. My sister-in-law told me to make sure that it is what it is because I ordered a baby velvet yarn and she had a friend order baby velvet but it actually came in as just regular velvet. Fingers crossed it's the right yarn. It looks like it is. Come on, get out of here. Go on, get it. It's the right yarn. Perfect. I'm going to work on a bunch of those clouds soon. I'm going to finish up this beret probably and then start working on the clouds. This beret is just going to be like a plain beret. Hello, why? What? Huh. This would have probably been easier to close the thing with. Whatever. It's fine. This beret is just going to be a plain beret. Or, yeah, I'm not going to add any decor to it. I just want to see how it works up, and that's why I'm making it. I'm not going to keep this one. I have way too many. This won't match anything in my closet, but I'm sure it will match somebody's closet item. So this is going to be for sale eventually. This is going to be a start to my new A grade berets. I think I'm going to make separate piles. I need to go through them, but I'm going to make separate piles for A, B, and maybe C grade. I think I'm just going to separate it A and B, but that's future me's problem. Now me wants to buy this mannequin head. That way I can start really displaying and showing off the way that these berets look. I think that's beneficial for me. I'm not sure if you guys are going to hear it, but I have Alice Francis playing in the background because I'm on an electro swing kick. It's been so long. I was watching a video and they were talking about like different kinds of goths, and then they mentioned steampunk because it does kind of fall into the goth category. It is definitely in the literature text in the gothic category, and a lot of it is also Victorian. Steampunk is very, like, I think it's really cool. I don't think I could ever personally wear it because there's a lot more metals that go with it, and I'm not a metal worker. I am a cloth fabricate maker, whatever. So really cool. They said that there was no music with it, and I'm like, electro swing. Electro swing is a huge part of the steampunk community, and I think it's just one of those, like, it's not talked about much anymore, and it's a kind of dying subgenre, which really sucks because, like, I don't know, maybe it's that it kind of sounds the same after a while, but if you get to any subgenre of music or subcategory, whatever, everything starts sounding the same. So also, I think there was a lot of like cringe accusations towards the steampunk community at one point, especially electro swing. So yeah, I think it's kind of hated on for no reason. Anyways, all that to say, oh, well, there's nothing to say. I was just telling you guys my hyperfixation on music right now. But I did finish the beret. Like I said, I don't really care for it for my own personal taste. I think it's pretty. I like the colors. It's just not something that I would typically wear. So this is going to go into the sale pile. I almost didn't sew in the ends, but I really wanted to keep on listening to music. So yeah, it's cute. And this kind of material is pretty stiff. So it doesn't, like, I don't know. Let me try it on real quick. Pretty stiff. So it kind of stays in place. Not bad. All right, this is going to go in my pile. I am going to pull out the cloud stuff. I'll probably work up a couple of clouds. But first I need to eat because I'm really hungry. So the day that I went to the castle, I didn't eat before going because I never eat before I go to work. I don't know. It's just something I don't do. It's not in my routine to eat before going to work because it kind of makes me sleepy most times when I eat. So I didn't go eat before I went to work. I came home, I laid down and vegged out for like an hour so that I could just like reset my brain. And then I started getting ready, and then I was starting to be late for getting ready. And then I just didn't eat. On our way, we had Taco Bell, but I had like one cheese quesadilla, and half of a large tacos fry, whatever, nacho. Well, I don't know how you call it. It's the fries. It's summer. It's the best fries I've ever had. So, ate like kind of half of that, and then drank way too much. And then on our way home, I think I kind of mentioned it, I grabbed a Nutty Buddy, and that was dinner. And then the morning of, yesterday morning, I ate like a cup of ramen. I kind of throw this away. Don't judge me too hard. I ate a cup of ramen, and then I came home after I didn't eat breakfast. I mean, like, I woke up and then I went back to bed after eating that cup of ramen. I didn't eat again. And then I came home. My husband was so sweet. He bathed the dog. He made me food. I'm too lucky. But I ate like a kind of big bowl of rice with mackerel, and then I haven't eaten yet. And I need to eat because I haven't eaten normally in a while. So got to do that. And then I'll work on some clouds. Nothing super special, but I just wanted to tell you guys what was going on. Okay, so I'm gonna mention this real quick, put it out into the world. I am not gonna go to the Ghost concert. It's like $77, and like it would be a really good thing to experience. However, I'd be going by myself, and I need to work because I don't remember if it's on a weekday or a weekend, but I don't want to go by myself just to sit there and crochet, even though that would give me like an enjoyable time. I would enjoy my time crocheting at a live concert. I Well, they call them rituals. I just learned that. I've been looking more and more into ghosts recently just because I don't know, I'm just interested in the community. It's kind of adjacent to my flavor of music, so I figured I'd give them a try. I would love to one day in the future, but now is not the time. I've been looking at sewing patterns. Simplicity has a $4.99 sale right now. And I think what I want to do is buy a couple of sewing patterns this month. I know I don't need more sewing patterns. And I know what I really want is more fabric. So instead of going to the Ghost concert, I'm going to spend $18.17 on purchasing a couple of patterns from Simplicity because there is a $4.99 sale right now. And there's a bodice piece, or well, it's a dress. I was looking at this person's make, and it was a Regency era dress, and so I got interested to see what the Simplicity patterns would be, or if there's any like cheap patterns or whatever. As I said, Simplicity has a $4.99 sale, and they have this dress that is very similar to a Regency era dress, and like the panels is what got me. So it's a sweetheart neckline, but it has panel here, so two panels. It's probably cut two in the same, and then there's panels right here. I didn't check the back to see if there were different back panels, but it's something that I don't have in my inventory. And then also they have like puff sleeves, and then the way that they attach the sleeves, you can either attach or not attach the sleeves, and I think that was something that caught my eye as well. So I'm gonna get that. And then there's another pattern, and it's like a at least 10-piece pattern, and it kind of has shapes that I would work with. What I look for when I go sewing pattern shopping is if it's something that I have in my inventory, then I'm not going to buy it, and it's not always the same exact pattern. Like for a skirt, for example, if I want a skirt with like really big, like it's hard to say, like a big circle skirt, I have a bunch of patterns for that, or I can make something out of what I already have. And that's something that I can start to learn how to draft on my own. And I want to learn how to draft on my own. I am not ready for that yet. I'm not advanced enough in sewing. But if I have all these pattern pieces, then I can eventually learn how to draft on my own. And that's going to be super neat. So I want to do this, purchase these two patterns, and that be my last thing I buy for this month. Good evening. I've finished one cloud, and I'm starting to work on another one right now. I don't know if I have any yarn for the stars. I have a bunch of stars made, but I don't know if I have enough for what I want to do. We'll get around to that when we get to that. But we were planning on not leaving the house because I kept on forgetting today was Monday. I've had a really big week, so we're not leaving the house. We're going to do some cleaning. So I didn't do my hair tonight, but because we're doing cleaning, we'll probably not get much work done on crochet tomorrow. I told y'all, and I just talked to my husband. He's in the shower now, but I am starting to prepare more and more for market stuff. I have a bunch of shelves that I want to bring. We're working on getting like an entertainment unit for the house because it's been 5 years since we moved in this house, and we're just only slowly getting around to decorating the house. It's one of those like, it's something we want to do, but it's not something that needs to be done because we've been using like a folding table for our entertainment unit. Let me just show you. This has been the table that this TV has been sitting on since we moved in. Actually, I think it sat on this box for a while. If not this box, it sat on this dog kennel. So we want to get this replaced with an entertainment unit where like there's shelves and drawers and all that. And we've got it all talked out. That way we can free up this table and then start doing shows or like going to markets and whatnot, or like start doing like displays. That would be very, very great. Over here in this section, I have this shelf. I'm planning on, whenever the mannequin bust comes in, or mannequin head rather, is getting the mannequin to sit on top with a beret, and then filling these shelves with berets and maybe bandanas. And I think you guys already saw, I don't remember if it was this video or last week's video. I think it was last week's video. This is going to be the base for another thing. So this one can sit in the corner. And this basket I'm going to keep for maybe more plushes. I don't know. I don't really do plushes, but maybe that's something I will look into. Inside here is what the orange thing is going to sit on top. This, I thought it was kind of cute, but I don't think I'm going to use it, to be honest. But yeah, we're slowly getting market ready. And I say that we're probably not going to do brushes or plushes as I'm making plushes. Silly me, you know? But we might just stick these inside there. I was thinking about maybe doing like blankets, but I don't think that's the call for me. Blankets are nice, but it's a lot of work. And on top of that, the blanket that I was working on, the one that's sitting inside that basket, I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and finish it or complete it or whatever. Mostly because like I don't like the color, like the two different colors that's going on in there. And then on top of that, I don't want to do all the work to add. I mean, I've already added or crocheted a bunch of like little clouds for it. I just never got around to it or sticking them on there. So it might be just a personal blanket. I don't know, but I don't think I want to make blankets to sell. Sorry. Anyways, we're going to continue working on this, watch some more crochet artists, maybe watch some Summerween stuff. I don't know. Really want to get into the spooky vibes, you know? Number 2 is done. So I am going to give this a break for tonight. I'm going to work on more berets because my husband and I want to play Stardew Valley. That's kind of our routine. That's another reason why we don't really want to go out because we've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley and I'm like really into it instead of like hyperfixating and playing nonstop for 5 days in a row and then getting immediately burnt out. We've actually been taking it slow. We might try to golden. I don't remember what it's called. I might actually romance somebody in this game. So I don't romance anybody whenever I play RPGs. I don't know. It's just annoying to me to have to like go find them and give them something. But like I've been all the time. I go to the beach every single day. I go to the beach, and dang, I can't even remember his name. The guy with the long hair, Elliot. So I see him every single time, and he reminds me of me and my husband combined. So he loves the forest, or no, he loves the beach. Leah is also like in the same vein, both creative. One loves the forest, one loves the beach. I'm more of a Leah, and my husband's more of an Elliot. I don't see Leah as often, or I probably would have romanced her, but I see Elliot every single time I go to the beach. So I know that's like a silly thing to talk about, but yeah, we're probably going to try to get as close to 100% with this playthrough as opposed to other playthroughs we've done. We do this thing where we restart the game and then we start playing again because that's just the way I play video games. I can't ever like just pick back up where I'm left off because ADHD forgets where I did leave off. And so we try to like get back into the game that way. And I think this is going to be our longest running session of Stardew Valley, so I'm very excited to play it. Anyways, we're gonna continue using this yarn to make another beret. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to take this apart. I'm not really ready to make another pattern. I'm gonna keep it for now, just to see how it comes out. But if I really, really, really don't like it, it's gonna go. So let's work on another beret. I know I have enough for one more beret. I may have enough for one bandana. I don't remember. I'm not in a bandana mood right now, so that might be pushed off to until later. But definitely at least one more beret. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi, it's me again. Before tomorrow. Technically, it's the 24th because it's 1:24 in the morning. 1:53 in the hello. I've been watching a lot of Helga Katurka. I don't know how to say her name. She's from Poland, and it's reminding me that I used to love going out in nature and taking photos, and not just of nature, but of my outfits. And it's not just nature that I liked going out to do. I do really, really miss going hiking. That's something I loved about living in Arkansas. I wish I had the opportunity to hike more when I was in Boston, where the weather's like a lot nicer. And I did a lot of walking when I lived in Dallas because it's a relatively walkable city. Not really, but I lived on the outskirts of Dallas, by the way. So, and I also didn't live in Boston. I lived in Dartmouth. That was not a walkable city. But I would love to go back out to public spaces and take photos of my outfits again. And if I start doing that, then I'll probably start posting again on my normal Instagram, if that makes sense. I'll post it on TikTok, of course, and I'll post it on what's the other Redbook. I just kind of want to get back into taking photos of my outfits again because, like, I work really hard on them and I want to work on different mediums of showing off my outfits. And it's kind of boring to just post. I mean, it's not boring per se, but it's kind of sad that I don't post just the outfits and I do videos all the time because some people don't prefer that medium of, you know, enjoying Nate, like, not nature, what is it called? Enjoying media. Some people don't enjoy that form of media. And I just, yeah, that's a late night thought. So maybe photos are coming. Hello. It is currently 79 degrees in this house, which I don't mind too much. However, it is also like 93 degrees outside. And my husband, like, he likes it at 73 when he's sleeping. I kind of like it at 76, but it's 79. And he's outside taking care of it. Hopefully. I don't know. We've tried a lot of at home remedies and hopefully we don't have to pay somebody to get out here to take care of it. My husband's very smart and he knows how to research things and fix things around the house. So I have every faith, belief in that he can fix it. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. Sorry, you guys are like awkwardly in my hand right now. Ooh, no, ew. I want to give you guys an update of what's going on. I just finished, where did I put it? I just finished recording all I needed for this guy. It's kind of wonky around here, but honestly, it gets the job done, you know? So that's done. I do still need to re-upload or reconfigure, get new photos of the base of the beret. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have the base of the beret as a zine, and then I'll have the spiderweb portions as a video, as a YouTube video. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's what's here. Oh gosh. So I should have that done soon, hopefully. I have everything like all planned out to where I have like a couple rows where I explain doing the chain stitches as a like chain two being the first stitch, and then blah 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 whatever kind of the pattern of a round shape, and then for the rest of it it's just going to be a whole bunch of different photos. I don't know how to explain it. You'll see it when the zine comes out. I'm hoping to get this done soon because I really really want to get it out as a thank you for 500 subscribers thing, I guess. I don't know. I feel bad because like I keep on making all these empty promises and I'm just really bad at sticking to things. I want to be better. I want to stop being so freaking flaky, but that's who I am. I'm a flaky ass person. So this is going to be a step in the right direction, I guess. Sorry. I don't know. I'm just thinking too hard about this. So we're going to continue working on this. Once my husband's back inside, we're probably going to play some more Stardew Valley. I didn't say hi to you guys yesterday because we were busy cleaning up the house, playing Stardew Valley. We did not get this room cleaned, which is fine because I feel like I want to clean it separately. It's a big task. I do have somebody that commented, one of my mutuals commented on one of my beret videos and asked if I was willing to sell any of my berets. And I'm like, yes, please get these off my hands. So I am planning on doing like a release next month sometime. I've told you guys already that the mannequin head is coming in soon. So once that comes in, I can take more photos and then I'll have like a good old drop. And yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the B grades off of Etsy because I want to keep it on Ko-fi or bring it to markets because like I don't agree with selling B grade stuff. For clothing items, I might keep it on Ko-fi, but I may also make it a locals only purchase thing because there's a lot of things that go with sizing And I want to kind of like be able to personalize in that. I mean, like whenever somebody wants to purchase it from me in person, I can have them try it on. And if it's too big around the slit area, the neck area, then I can sew it up while they're still shopping around, and then they can come back and pick it up. That's what I mean. So I don't know if that's actually something I want to do or not. I don't know. It's still something I'm thinking of. Maybe the ones I made right now will be a Ko-fi exclusive. And if I make some that are solid colors, that can be an Etsy thing. Cause like, I just don't believe in myself. That's my issue right now. I don't trust myself to sell something worthy. I'm terrified of getting a lot of criticism. And I know that's what comes with art. I've been in music my whole entire life. I know it comes with art. So you have to be able to understand and take constructive criticism. But sometimes it's really hard, especially when it comes to wearables and just things, consumables, you know? I need to be better about this. I need to be brave. Wow. This was the shortest video I've had to edit in a while. I'm going to try to make this ending pretty short too, so that we don't go too far over an hour. We'll talk about everything that we made this week, or everything that we finished this week. Starting with the berets, we have these 2 berets finished. I will be posting this on Etsy very, very shortly. It is the 26th. I'm giving myself until July. I want to do berets as my first drop, and then maybe some bandanas as well, just because like I think they all fall under the same vein, as opposed to clothing and amigurumi. Those are 2 separate things. And I have a bunch of these. So not this exact color, but this is A grade now. I've learned how to do chain 2 and then move on to the next stitch, you know? So these ones are going to go upstairs online. My little thing came in. I'll come and show you guys, or I'll go show you guys after I show you guys everything that I've made in this room so far. We've also finished 3 clouds, so I can start working on the amigurumi, the cloudy sky plush. I've shown you guys last week, but I haven't gotten back to it in a little bit. So I can start working on the moon. I have some of the yarn in here, so I can start working on that for next week's video. And then we can work on stars afterwards. And then last but not least, in this room specifically, we've finished, well, we haven't finished, but we are working on this little halter top thing. It's not going to be a halter top because I can't wear halter tops. Everything slips down. This is going to be kind of like a bikini top, more of like a summer wear thing. I think I do want to finish it up, but here it is so far. I started doing like a little fishnet thing on the bottom. I kind of like the way it's going right now. I got to figure out if I have enough yarn for the straps. I don't know if I want to keep on going down. I think I do want to keep on going down until it hits my waist. It's at my natural waist right now, but I kind of want to go down to my hips, kind of. I don't know yet. I still have this much yarn left. You can't really see, but there's like a good yardage amount left in here. Like if you can squish it, that's how much is left. So I don't know if I want to continue, because I just want to make sure I have enough yarn, because next month, besides the fabric for my Fallout costume, it's going to be a no spend month. Also, I'm buying Baldur's Gate. My husband and I have been researching Baldur's Gate. I've been wanting to play Baldur's Gate for so stinking long. I want to get involved with, like, well, involved. I don't know. It's been something that's been interesting to me for a very, very, very long time. And I've been sitting on it to wait for it to go on sale. And the summer sale it started today. It's $48. I think I can warrant spending money on a video game to help me stop spending money outside of the house. I have plenty of yarn. I have plenty of projects. I think what I have, so I have this yarn left over from another project. I could use this yarn as like a strap, so I might just do that. I still have a little bit left here too. I also have a project sitting inside my closet. I don't know if I'm going to wear it again, but it's a skirt, one of my the first pleated skirt. I don't love it as much as the current pleated skirt, the most recent pleated skirt I've made. So chances are very high that I will be taking it apart. I really love the way this is working up though. I didn't think I would. I'm loving this. Very soft, very breathable. Love that this is going to be pretty like not see-through. there is going to be like up here, it's going to be a little bit see-through, but I think that I can work around it. So we're working on this. These are done. The clouds are done. Let me go into the other room to show you what else I've finished, and then we'll move on to the canvas mannequin. Okay, so let me get back to like the no spend month. When I say no spend month, I mean that I will allow myself to spend money on food, maybe beverages, but I have to be very picky about my beverages. I want to make sure I'm not buying alcohol because I don't personally love drinking alcohol. It's just something I do because I have anxiety and it helps me like calm down. But if I have a choice in calming down my anxiety, that is not my first choice. So next month, once I purchase the fabric, because I need to wait for next week's paycheck because this week I'm buying Baldur's Gate soon. And once I buy Baldur's Gate, I'm going to be a little bit too close to my threshold. And I don't like being below a certain amount in my bank account. So I'm going to purchase Baldur's Gate as my very, very, very last purchase of this month. I know I've spent a lot of money this month, and I think it might be because of the rebound month. And I'm nervous that August is also going to be a rebound month. But if I make the drop of merchandise and I make some money off of it, it will help me feel better about the rebound month. And it's also a holiday month, so I do get paid holiday pay. And I've been like picking up shifts. Oh, it's going to be rough. It's going to be really rough. Without giving away where exactly I work, my location, my job has started implementing AI as a schedule maker. And as somebody who works, I don't I don't like talking so positively about myself because I don't think that I'm all these positive things, but I do believe that I am somebody who works harder than others when I go to work because basically what I do, I go in, I give them a reason to not fire me, and then I clock out, come home. I work harder than some people, and I'm not going to get scheduled because of seniority and pay grade. I get paid more than some people as well, so they're less likely to put me in, you know? And it's really it's stressful. I can't believe that we're using AI for this. Luckily, I'm in a role that's not artistic. I will also say my husband works in the same similar location, but he works in culinary. He's getting absolutely hammered. Like their whole entire role, absolutely a terrible idea. When you're in a culinary role, you need to know where your strengths are. And if you don't have somebody in the restaurant that has that strength, you're going to fail. And switching over to AI to use, I understand the process. As somebody who's worked in higher business needs, I understand the process and why we're doing this, but we have to take into account that not everybody works at the same capacity. And the reason why your hours are shorter some days, like you're able to get stuff done easier on some days, is because you have a stronger team on some days as opposed to other days. I am part of the stronger team. I'm not the strongest. And for me to be shafted these hours kind of really freaking sucks. So next month has to be a no spend month, even if I make money off of my sales at Etsy and Ko-fi. Anyways, that's a side note. Let me talk about other things that I finished this week. So we finished this guy. We finished recording the YouTube video for this. It's not the prettiest, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a start. It's something. And then we also started working on it's not a YouTube video for this one. I don't think I'm going to make a YouTube video for the base of the beret, but we started on the re-photoing of the beret base because I want it to be easier to read. I don't know if I'm going to make a full pattern out of it. I may do it, but I definitely want to make it into a zine. And then that one I will be making into a zine eventually. I don't know when, but it's going to be a YouTube video first because that's easier for me to edit than the zine because there's a lot of like math that goes, I don't know, a lot of work for that. But oh, okay, let me go show you guys the little guy. I should name it. Here's our little guy. I love, 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 love. I finally have one. It's been years. I've been wanting one in general, but it looks cute on it, honestly, without the hair even. So I'm going to start working on taking photos of all the berets that I have and then start uploading them onto my PC so that we can get some photos for the Etsy and Ko-fi. And yeah, so I think that's all I want to talk about this week. I know that it's been a short video compared to everything else where it's like 2 hours long. Also, like, I didn't mention this, but I made coffee, like French vanilla cappuccino cake the other day. I don't know if I have some sitting out. Yes. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah. So this is it. It didn't turn out as well as I wanted to. I put it on my TikTok. I mean, it didn't not turn out well. It's just sweeter than I expected it to be. So if you want to make French vanilla cappuccino cake, sorry, I shouldn't eat on camera, but if you want to, instead of using water, use instant coffee and then like mix that together. Pretty tasty. I think it needs a little bit more salt. That's probably why it didn't taste good. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Do I have anything? Do I normally say anything else? Who knows? No, I wasn't talkative this week. So thanks for listening to me chat, even though it's not as much. I'll see you guys next week.